example. Example 2. Find the length of the perpendicular from the origin to the following lines. So we have A. So we have A. So we have the first line, R. So we're going to write it as R equals to 111 plus T 2 minus 1. T of 2 minus 1. Okay, so what are we looking for? Find the length of the perpendicular from the origin to the following lines. So the length of the perpendicular from the origin to the following lines. So the length of perpendicular vector from the origin to the following lines. So what we have here is the origin. So look at how the diagram is going to look like. So let's say the line is like this, and then we have perpendicular from the origin. So this is what we have there. So this is AB on the line, and this is point P, which is 0, 0, 0. So you can see what we have here. So first of all, let's find our direction. Direction B equal to 2 minus 1. Okay, and then what again do we need to have? Position vector. Position vector, that will be equal to 111, okay, plus T of 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1 plus 2T, okay, 1 plus 2T, and 1 minus 2T. So that's what we have. Let's check to be sure. Yeah, so this is what we have. So let's call this position vector. This is the position vector. Let's call it points. Let's call it some points. Let's say A. Okay, A equal to that. So for these vectors, for this to happen, we need to have some PA. So PA equals to A minus P. Okay, and that will be equal to, what is A? That's 1 plus 2T, 1 plus 2T, 1 minus 2T, minus is 0, 0, 0, which is the same thing, 1 plus 2T, 1 plus 2T, 1 minus 2T. Okay, that is what we have. And then the next thing we do is take the dot product of this vector and the position vector. So we are taking dot product of the direction and what we have here. So the dot product will be equal to 0. So therefore we have that PA dot vector B will be equal to 0. So, and that will be 1 plus 2T, 1 plus 2T, 1 minus 2T, okay, dot, what's the position? 2 minus 1 equal to 0. Okay, and then we have 1 plus 2T multiplied by 2 equals to 0. So we have 2 plus 4T equals to 0. 4T equals to minus 2. So T equal to minus 1 over 2. So if T is minus 1 over 2, then we can find our PA. If we substitute the value of T there, we are going to have 1, that will be 1 minus 1, okay, 1 minus 1, and 1 minus 2, 1 minus, so that's also 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, which is equal to 0, 0, 1. Okay, so what are we to calculate there? The length of the perpendicular. So we need the length of A. Length of A will be equal to square root of 0 squared plus 0 squared plus 1 square. So the length is equals to square root of 1, which is 1. So that is the length. Okay. So this is how you work out on this kind of question. So I'm going to leave this one for you so that you take it as classwork. Okay. Let's see if we have one more question there. So there's no more question here. So in our next lesson, we'll be looking at sine and cosine